So it's my birthday month.
Yeah, I love celebrating birthdays.
No, but
everybody's birthdays.
yes, there's so many birthdays in the summertime in our family. It's kind of
It starts in May, ends around
continues
November.
on. Yes.
But Meg's a July baby.
Yes.
So,
As it is July.
And I have to tell you, before she gets rolling on this, her whole entire life, it was no about cakes. So I said, Megs, you need to make the most incredible cake of your dreams.
What would be my little kid fantasy, like, dream cake if I could have had one? And what better pair than chocolate and peanut butter?
Oh my God, chocolate.
I love chocolate and peanut butter so much. So I made a ridiculous cake of chocolate and peanut butter.
Is there a name to this cake?
Chocolate peanut butter cake.
All right. Well,
and that's what we're making. So what you'll need to make this cake, and trust me, you need to make this cake, is 1.25 cups of all-purpose baking gluten-free flour.
Yep.
So we use Pamela's. We love Pamela's.
We love her.
And then 1/4 cup of coconut flour, because again, little fiber in this very...
And flavor. I really like the flavor.
Yes.
Of coconut flour.
Gotta add some fiber and some health benefits, you know, in this cake.
And this is actually really healthy.
Yeah, raw cacao. Now a cup of it is questionable, but we use 1 cup of raw cacao.
A beneficial
unsweetened,
cake.
yes. And then I was trying to find the most unprocessed form of sugar that we can make for the cake, and so we have a raw cane, organic cane sugar, and this is 1.5 cups.
All right.
So all of this goes in with 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda.
And then you have a teaspoon of salt.
Yes, and we love the Celtic sea salt because again, it's just bringing out all of the flavors.
Oh my goodness.
And my handy dandy whisk.
So no machines in this.
No.
We are all-purpose here, and this is
all-purpose. No, Megan's lazy and doesn't like bringing out the machine because it's heavy. So I like using anything that's easy, and this is easy. So I'm just kind of mixing it around.
Well, no, I love it.
You know which way, because everyone has a whisk in their house, so.
Well, and the other thing that, you know, we're not using in here is a sifter. Sometimes when you're baking cakes, they like you to make it really fine, and I have to tell you, you don't need to with this at all.
No, but that's what I'm doing. I'm seeing if there's any chunks of the baking soda that you see in here. I'm just gonna pound them down.
All right.
And get this all nice, beautifully whisked
Meg,
together.
you amaze me so often. I'm so proud to be your mom.
Thank you. My laziness amazes me too. The things that I come up with to avoid other cleaning. So now that we have this, I'm gonna make a little...
Well?
Yes, a well, or in my language, a hole.
And then I'll take the whisk and put it right here.
Okay.
All right.
So as you can see, I'm just kind of moving all of the flour along to the side because we're about to put all of our wet ingredients in.
Oh, you need that again, right?
I need the whisk.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna beat the eggs up a little bit, if I can get them to get in it. No, I got it.
You got it?
Get that knife out of here.
Okay, fine.
Yes. Just kind of get them all nice and mixed together before I put them in the well. Just gonna make mixing that all in together.
Okay, scrambling the eggs. Meg's eggs.
Yes.
Right.
Okay, so now that they're just a little...
So it's really just lightly scrambled.
Yeah. Put it on into the well.
I'll take this.
Thank you. And then, set aside my whisk, it's 1 cup of oil. So I used a coconut butter and just melted it down. And you want to keep it warm because typically chocolate cakes will call for coffee, warm coffee, and we're not using that. So I like to keep the butter warm.
Oh, okay.
So warm coconut butter or coconut oil.
And your well's still holding, so that's good. And last,
we have
2 things, 2 more.
A tablespoon of vanilla.
Okay.
Good flavor. And then I have 1.5 cups of hemp milk here. It calls for 1 cup, but you use 1 cup of it and then see if you need more to make sure your consistency is nice.
All right, we're just pouring this all in.
Nope, 1/2 cup.
Okay.
And now I use my rubber spatula and kind of incorporate it all together.
Okay.
So this is where, as my mom said, it'd be nice to use a
Oh, a hand mixer?
hand mixer, but
Okay. Or your KitchenAid. You can use your KitchenAid and slowly add all the ingredients in. But Megan, her kitchen doesn't have space for a KitchenAid. So it's really awesome to know that you can make a cake without all those big machines.
yeah, you can make it just beautifully. And so I like kind
This smells so incredible. It's like deep dark chocolate that's happening in my nose right now. That's getting me all excited about this cake.
yeah, so we're making this as cake, but this batter is also great for cupcakes. If you like cupcakes, like this is perfect. Yeah, so a cup of the hemp milk should be good because this is like a good consistency that we want.
Okay, so now...
And then I'm gonna
I'll take that.
nice whisk it all, but you want to save that because
I'm just gonna put it right there.
that's what you're gonna use to get it all into.
So while you're whisking it, I'm gonna ready the cake pans. Meg did a great job cutting the parchment paper.
And the easiest way to cut it out is just cut a square piece and then I put it in and then drew a pen
Oh yeah,
around it and then cut around the pen.
Yeah, that's great. So you want to kind of be careful when you're spraying. All right,
I typically would do it over the sink because you can make a mess and then you make a mess of the counter and if you spray it on the ground you can slip on it.
So be careful while you spray. And then I'm going to put the parchment back in and then spray it again.
Yeah.
Okay, make sure you get it all really nicely sprayed.
Yeah, that paper is just going to make it that much easier pulling the cake out of these tins.
All right. And what we're using is a coconut oil spray. And what we love is they changed the formula. So often, manufacturers will do that, hopefully because enough people complain. There used to be soy in it, and now there's no more soy oil, you know, in it. So it's good. All right, so the cake tins are ready.
And then this is optional, but I mean, it's my chocolate dream cake. So I'm going to put a cup of chocolate chips into...
The more chocolate, the better.
That was like a creepy Bane whisper, like Batman voice kind of. I don't know what's going on.
Because her whole life she loved chocolate and you couldn't eat it when you were a kid. It was always no to sugar, no to cake, no to anything that was sweet. So we're going the full Monty here with everything chocolate.
Because now there's so many great gluten-free products that I can have my dream cake.
That's right. So we did not use all of the...
Yeah, only a cup. Yeah, only a cup of the hemp milk. So I just eyeball it about a half in here.
Okay.
And then...
Let me get the other one. Do you want to pour it that way so they can see how it is going? There you go.
It's a good consistency. You can see it's nice.
That looks
drippy.
great.
Let's see, put some...
Oh, I just can't wait to show everyone how incredible this cake is and all the good stuff that she puts together. Everyone
all
out
of
there.
you. All of you. We
I'm
can't
so
wait for
excited.
you guys to try this cake because
Oh
it
my
is
gosh.
truly insane how rich and decadent and you don't even know gluten's missing.
That's right. All right, so we're good to go.
Perfect.
So these are going into the oven.
The oven's been preheating at 350 degrees, and so we are gonna put these cake tins in. And so you're gonna cook it for about 20 to 25 minutes, really depending on your oven. I'd say check it after 20, and if the center is like there's still a little bit sticking to it, put it back in for another 2 to 5 minutes. And it's okay if it's not, you don't wanna overcook this because that's that like doughy, really yumminess.
Very moist. It's a very moist cake.
So now we're gonna show you how to make the peanut butter cream cheese frosting. Again, I'm not holding back with this. This is like, I can't even, it blows my mind how decadent this cake is. So you need, I did about
half a cup
of peanut butter.
Okay. Could you use crunchy if you wanted to?
I wouldn't. Creamy peanut butter. For this, you want to really...
Oh yeah, because we're making a creamy
We're
frosting.
making frosting.
Absolutely.
I would not use that.
Okay.
And then about
another half
a cup or less of cream cheese. And this is softened, so basically I've just kind of let it sit out.
Okay. You can use also the whipped cream cheese too, because that's already soft, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And then we're gonna do a teaspoon of vanilla.
All right, I got it for you right here.
Perfect. And I'm just gonna start mixing these together before we add in. I mean, it's just ridiculous. It just looks so good. I could eat this plain. Okay, now so
This would be really good on toast. Cream cheese and peanut butter. All right. So we're adding a 1/4 cup of the powdered sugar.
Yes, adding it at a time because it's really sweet. We're just kind of wanting to see how much you really need.
So up to like
Up to a cup and a half. It really depends on your preference.
Okay.
I found I only used a half a cup.
All right,
so
well, that's a half right there, so let's see. Sometimes if it's not thin enough, you can add a couple tablespoons of milk. Let me go grab a little milk for you. Okay, so I'm gonna add like about a tablespoon at a time. There you go. Oh yeah, there it is.
Yes, you want it to be a nice creamy consistency. Okay, maybe add a little bit more.
Because this is the middle of the cake, right?
Yes.
All right, so this is going in the center. And you want to be able to spread it on a nice cold cake.
Maybe do a little bit more and then maybe a little bit more.
So we're like 2 to 3 tablespoons. All right, and then why don't we taste it and make sure it's the flavor that you like, enough sugar and sweetener. Okay. All right.
So this, yeah, we wanted this nice, just kind of sticking together.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's perfect. And that will spread really nicely. That's a great consistency.
Yes.
Yeah.
Before we make the ganache, because the ganache is very testy, it can clump if you don't use it right away, we are going to heat up the dulce de leche.
All right, and dulce de leche, Meg?
Yes, you can make it just using sweetened condensed milk in an oven and at a very low temp with water in a pie dish and letting it cook down till it turns a goldeny brown color.
Wow.
But
can we also use, like, if they couldn't find this, can we get like a caramel sauce? Like if they liked
a caramel sauce. Yeah.
Okay.
But I like the dulce de leche. It's really like it just
the flavor
goes
is amazing.
so perfect with the cake.
Yeah.
So you're gonna use about half or so of it. I mean, you're just using it to drizzle on the very top. So yeah,
So
we're gonna let that cook down.
Okay.
And then for the ganache, you need 4 ounces of bittersweet chocolate.
And we're using the whole entire bar.
The whole 4 ounces.
Oh yeah.
And then you're gonna use 3 tablespoons of peanut butter, and then either half of a pint, or what is this? Half a pint.
Do I just put this all
half
in
a cup?
here? You want me to put this all in here? Yes.
All in there with the bittersweet chocolate, and then half a cup of either heavy whipping cream or we're using a coconut cream. It's the thick coconut cream, like a culinary cream. And so it's, if you use a canned coconut, it's just the thick stuff. And you're gonna let that mix down, just kind of gently stir it until it gets together. And I am going to cut up our little peanut butter cups. So we found these organic Newman's Own, and I use about 3 packages per layer. And
do we get to eat any of these like right now?
no, this is for the cake. And I just kind of cut them in half. I'm rough chopping them. Trust me, you're gonna be happy that we're not eating any of these now, because it just means that you're gonna get more of these peanut butter chunks.
This would be such a fun birthday cake to make with like a group of kids too, because there's all these different chocolatey type of toppings that you put on this.
Yeah, like you can use peanut butter cups. If you don't use peanut butter cups, you could use peanut butter chips or little mini peanut butter cups.
Ooh.
There's so many options that you can go with this to get this peanut buttery
thing going.
Yeah,
and
the
so
candies.
and if you don't like peanut butter, you can go ahead and use almond butter, almond flavored stuff.
Or you
know?
can use sunflower butter. They have sun butter little cups and sun butter for the sun butter cream cheese frosting.
And what about like mounds, like a little mounds you can cut up a little more coconutty too, would be awesome.
But let's not stray from my love of peanut butter and chocolate, because that's what we're doing. Peanut butter and chocolate.
That's awesome.
Yeah, make sure you're stirring the dulce de leche. You want it to get nice. Or not the dulce, both of them. Dulce de leche and the ganache.
Yeah, that's like...
So the cakes are warmed out of the oven, and we're gonna show you, hopefully, how beautifully it comes out. It's just perfect. So put it center. Whoa, whoa. Mom's getting a little too confident with
Darn it, I have to taste it.
So upside down, so we have the flat surface, because with the cakes you want to make sure you have 2 flats coming together so it'll stay sturdy. And I am going to ice now with this peanut butter cream cheese frosting.
Here. Oh, I'm gonna just help you here. Just kind of get it on there.
Pegs. Okay, we're not using.
We're not gonna use it all.
We're gonna use a good amount of it.
Can I help?
Yes, you can help. I'd like to save a little because I want to put just a little bit of this on the top of the cake so we can get everything kind of stick to it. And then half of the peanut butter cups. Just sprinkle them and get You're gonna be patient.
Telling you.
Kids.
Telling you. You
Moms.
can't have enough fun in the kitchen. And I love to have fun, and especially making cakes. This makes me so happy.
I love it. It makes me so happy too. So I'm
I'm grateful for every food manufacturer that ever came up with all these wonderful products that we can use now to make glorious cakes.
And we're gonna put some mini chocolate chips in here.
Can I put a little?
You know what you can do now?
What?
Get the ganache, and we're gonna drizzle the ganache over this to kind of
This is the ganache.
Solidify it.
Wow.
So drizzle. Might be a little thick. You might glob it on.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that looks beautiful.
Okay.
Get it towards the edges too.
Okay.
Looks so good.
Because when you put the top on, it'll kind of smoosh out, right?
Yeah, it's gonna smush it all together.
Do we save some of this for the top too?
No, you don't save some of it for the top, because for the top we use the dulce de leche. But you know what? You can save a little if you want to.
Okay, just a little. Okay, is that good?
This is perfect. So now I'm going to.
Are we ready for this one?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna do it again. So this one,
bottom.
Right?
Yes.
Again.
Your hands. Perfect.
There you go.
And I love that it has this little dip, because that's what we are going to fill with this thing, because the topping is really going to be the dulce de leche, keeping everything together. Oh my mouth is watering. It's insane. Like, keep it towards the center, because you want to keep this mainly in the middle. Okay. Yes. Okay.
Now where are we going with it?
Now, sprinkle the rest of the toppings. Go for it, Pegs.
Oh, I'm so excited. I love that.
So we have a bunch of different sizes again of regular sized chocolate chips, peanut butter chips, mini chocolate chips, or you have these little mini peanut butter cups. Really, whatever you want to use with this.
Gosh.
I'm gonna put in some of these peanut butter ones. Get this good flavor, and they might spill over. Get the edges.
This cake, I swear, this would be $1 million cake if you were to buy this in a bakery store. Can you imagine having a group of kids make this? This is amazing.
I know, you have so many different toppings. Okay, and then to get the last little bit, now for the dulce de leche. And the dulce de leche,
we're just pouring it on?
No, no.
Drizzle, drizzle.
Drizzle with a spoon.
Very artistic.
And then this is how you get the beautiful, just kind of zigzagging back and forth. And
do we put any more of this on too?
No.
Oh, we're not putting any more.
No more of the ganache. You could have, if you used all of the frosting in the middle, you could have used the ganache on the bottom beneath all of this stuff to hold it together.
This is a stunning cake.
And you want to get close to the edges, because you're gonna get these drips over, and
maybe turn it around so they can see as it's drizzling around.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We have no other words besides oh my goodness, because this is just amazing. It's so rich and decadent and just ridiculous. My little kid Megan inside is just like freaking out. She can't wait to try this. It is so good.
And it smells so caramelly right now. So it does. That dulce de leche is very much like a caramel.
Yes, and then to make it just a little bit more, sprinkle a little bit more so you get to see all the toppings and stick them in.
So for this recipe and more, you can go to currygirlskitchen.com. You can visit us on Facebook, Pinterest,
Twitter, Instagram. We're constantly posting yummy recipes just like this one.
So are we gonna like just take a bite out of this or what?
No, we need a knife. We need to cut a piece.